one of the innumerable Welsh chapels in the small town of Penrhyndeudraeth in North Wales. I've parked here in the Penrhyndeudraeth public car park. Okay, I don't know if you can see those signs up there. Hard to, with the sun in the viewfinder, hard to focus in on them. But yeah, this is all part of a circular walk. I'm not following the circular walk, but I'm in the suburbs, you might say, of Penrhyndeudraeth, and I'm going to do a woodland walk going towards Ffestiniog. Well, I won't be going that far, but Oakley Arms, that's where I'm going to, Oakley Arms. Okay, just did more or less 100-foot, quite steep walk on steps, up to the main road here. And Penrhyndeudraeth a tourist railway stop is just not too far away from here. So okay, so I'm going to follow, for the time being, looks like I'm following this circular walk, a posted circular walk. Okay, so I shouldn't see too much road traffic now for the next 2 or 3 hours or more. Okay. Okay. Spoke too soon. Beautiful countryside, of course. I think I'm still on this circular walk. While I'm on this particular walk, I want to try and get some pictures of the hawthorn trees. Well, unfortunately the sun's gone in just right now, but hawthorn trees in white blossom. There's a good picture of the hawthorn tree in white blossom right there. I can't see the viewfinder because of the sun shining, but roughly I think that's it right there, yeah. And of course you get the fragrance as well of the blossom. Very nice time of the year to go walking. Now this walk I'm doing roughly follows the line of the Ffestiniog railway line. Runs from Maentwrog to Ffestiniog, and it's never too far away, and I'll be crossing it later on. Okay, now I've reached, I think it's, well, I don't know if it's a private house or a farm. Rheagach, I think that's how it's pronounced, Rheagach. So I think I'll be, yeah, probably, yeah, it doesn't look like a farm, it looks like a private houses. And great location though, to, you got a view there, down the Vale of Ffestiniog, one of the attractive, very attractive North Wales valleys. Okay, I'm crossing the Ffestiniog railway line. I think the trains are running today. There's another of those hawthorn trees there. I think the trains are running today, but it might be a reduced service because yesterday, of course, was Bank Holiday Monday, so there was a full service running yesterday. Okay, there is this, I'm still on a footpath, but it goes down to the main road, so by the time I get back on the right footpath, I'll have lost about a quarter of a mile. Here comes the Chattanooga Express. Right up there. It's a diesel. It's a diesel locomotive. Okay. So see this this very well defined track, which I followed mistakenly, just leads to some barns. So I've got to climb back uphill now to get onto the right track, so to speak. The old barns I got to, and then realised I'd gone wrong. But I'll just point this out. A bank of solar panels, that's handy. So that's supplying plenty of electricity to, well, maybe to Penrhyndeudraeth. I've seen one of those circular coastal path signs, coastal route, for some time, but actually, yeah, there's Maentwrog. So I've just lost a bit of time and maybe a little bit of energy as well, going briefly in the wrong way. You're entering some woodland here, and it should be largely in woodland walk from now on. And of course, in woodlands, you have these spring flowers, bluebells. Yeah, they thrive in woodland because they get going when before the trees come out in leaf. And when the trees are in leaf, the bluebells are more or less already in flower. Actually, I haven't walked along this particular footpath before, and it's a very pleasant woodland walk. And of course the shade now is appreciated, because although the air temperatures aren't, well, I think they are forecast to go up to into the 60s Fahrenheit today. The air temperatures are quite nice and comfortable, but the sun, of course, this time of year is getting to be pretty hot when it's overhead. I'd say this particular path here runs over that stone wall there. It is the Ffestiniog railway line. Actually, Rhugach, yeah, signal box. Actually, I have been on this footpath before. Yeah, and I took a video as well. Yeah, I climbed to the top of that hill over there. Gipser, is it? Gipser. I got it on video as well. When I did this walk before, I went straight on, and but actually the circular footpath, circular trail, which isn't actually marked on the OS map, but it looks like a pretty nice, well-trodden footpath, goes this way, and that's the way I'll be going. Okay, so possibly I haven't been on this footpath before, because as I say, it isn't marked on the Ordnance Survey map. There's oh, that's interesting, that viaduct there carrying the railway. Came just in time. Muy buen. Okay, good timing. So so they are running today, but it doesn't look like they're running the steam trains. Getting on for 3 miles. There's the viaduct. So I'm going to have a short break here. So it looks like someone's constructed a kind of makeshift seat. So I'm going to have a short break here before I carry on any further. Continuing on this this well-trodden trail. It's part of the Penrhyndeudraeth circular route. I didn't plan to come on a circular route, but I'll look it up when I get back. I say this path looks as though, by those steps, constructed steps, staircase, looks as though it's been here for some years, but surprisingly it's not marked on the OS map. And continuing on this pleasant woodland footpath, which has quite a number of, well, fairly minor up and downs, and there's the railway line again. So I haven't been, as I mentioned before, I haven't been on this particular footpath, so it's very nice walk. There's a railway line. It looks like with all this dry weather we've had, maybe a spark from the steam engine has set light to this little bit of a hillside here. Luckily it doesn't seem to have spread. Okay, that fire burnt hillside there has spread a fair distance along, but this is where this footpath has come in handy there. It actually is as a fire break. Yeah, right here. The fire burned the hillside below the footpath, but left the yeah, so that but it has gone along a fairly considerable distance here, and I think maybe the lower branches there on some of these more mature trees have been damaged or even maybe destroyed. But the trees themselves, the upper branches are still okay. I came across that, that's where that unmarked, well, this part actually is marked as a track on the Ordnance Survey map, but okay, so I'm connecting up now with a footpath I have walked on before, not too long ago. Continuing on this, there's the blackbird singing. I haven't heard a cuckoo in this area. Too close to the cuckoos like to go to more remote valleys. Okay, so if there's a place to sit down here, I'm going to have another short break by the side of this lake, or small lake. I think it's actually a reservoir. I'm walking on a dam right now. There it is. Let's say I have taken this on a video before. Let's see if there's a makeshift seat here somewhere. There it is. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think that's Gipsa up there. That's where last time I came here, I walked to the top of that. It's a high point in this area, in this particular area, in this woodland area. Not, of course, it's not a mountain as such. And there's the lake. But this is good news. I was hoping, it's not marked again on the Ordnance Survey map, but it looks like there's a connecting path to the trail I want to reach from this lake. So this is what the locals, of course, know about these footpaths. Basically unmarked, but people walk their dogs and or just go for a walk. A nice, well-trodden path this. I did 50 feet up the hill back there, and to find myself back at the lake. This path might be going around the lake rather than down to that trail I want to reach. I'll soon find out. Okay, no problem. This is where I wanted to get to, and there's that trail unmarked. Well, the locals know about it, so well trodden. Okay, there's the high point in this area up there. I'm not going up there today. I'm trying to go towards Oakley Arms, a well-known pub in this area. Short distance along this forest road, and here we get back to the circular walk signs again. Now, Okay, so I don't think I walked up this particular path before, so great, because I always like to discover new, new horizons, you might say. Another well-trodden trail. I've walked about just a little over 5 miles so far, and I think I've got still 2 or 3 miles to go before I reach the Oakley Arms. That's assuming I don't go off, get lost again. Once I get to the Oakley Arms, I think I'm going to have a pint. Yeah, in celebration. Okay, so look at that beautiful woodland scenery. So far on this walk, and I've been going for some time now, I haven't met any other walkers, except one or two dog walkers right at the beginning of the walk. So, yeah, it's the bank holiday crowds. Well, they go to the beach, the bank holiday crowds, but they've more or less gone. So, yeah, great. It's nice and quiet. All you hear is bird song. Came around the corner after taking that last clip just a few seconds ago, and here's this. Yeah, the authorities have put a nice rest and be thankful bench there. I seem to roughly remember that view from when I climbed Gipsfer, don't know how to pronounce it, the high point in this woodland. This is the descent route I took, I think, back to the main road where I parked the car. Hopefully I'm going, I'll connect up with the Oakley Arms path before long. Fantastic walking path. Okay, so this trail, there should be a footpath going off to the left, somewhere around here. Going up to the high point. But there's more wind back there. Always like that mountain. It's a great looking mountain. Towers over Maentwrog, the mountain village of Maentwrog. There's another nice seat up there. Trouble is, I'm actually running out of water, but that would be I'll just go up there and check the map. Okay, so this, yeah, the wind's picking up again. That's the ascent route to the high point up there. I'll just have a break here at this seat, and look at that mountain there. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so this is an excellent footpath. So I'm not too well, but it's not the path I intended to take. The breeze has sprung up a bit. So what I'm going to do, when I descended from the Gipsfer, my pronunciation's gone. I went down that way. So the way I came up was that I don't think I've done that path before. But okay, so I'll branch off down here, and this will connect up eventually with the track I meant to take. Okay, that's the track I just came down, a steep, a stony track. No real problem. Actually, I've got my walking sticks with me, that makes a big difference. So I've reached this forest road here. So, which I walked along before. So this eventually is not the route I intended taking. As I say, somehow I missed my turning. But no problem. Yeah, there's the railway down there. shortly be crossing the railway line again. So all this I walked along before, and excellent views of, as I say, Maentwrog back up there. Now, I mentioned earlier that I hadn't heard any steam locomotives. Steam locomotives running today, and I think maybe the reason for that is because of all this dry weather. There is a fire danger. Here's the railway line again. I didn't mean to come this far. I meant to cross this railway line a bit further back and descend down to Oakley Arms, but I've extended the walk unintentionally, but no problem. It's a great day and good walking conditions. Okay, I'm descending towards Oakley Arms. I think it's maybe it's half a mile, somewhere around half a mile. And my intention at Oakley Arms was to catch a bus back to Penrhyndeudraeth if wasn't too long a wait. But I just checked the time. The bus leaves in roughly just a little over 10 minutes time. Well, I won't get to the bus stop by then. Well, I could do, but it's I'm in no rush though. I don't want to hurry. So that means I've got a full hour then before the next bus runs. It's an hourly service. So I'll check when I get to the bus stop, I'll check the times. And if there's a kind of a long wait. Is that the circular walk again? Yes. Yeah, the friendly circular walk. Somehow or other I'm still on it. And there's a Lynn mare there. I don't know if you can see it through the trees. So, okay, and there's roughly where I am. Right here. You are here. Yeah. And, let's see. Yeah, well, that's what I meant to go, the blast halt. I meant to kind of cross the line somewhere around there and down to the Oakley Arms, which is down there somewhere. Yeah, what the Victorians did for us, yeah. This was all private grounds. Belonged to a wealthy quarry owner, Mr. Oakley. There's a mature pine tree. Is that a Douglas fir? Not sure what you call them. Magnificent. Well, you can't really see it, come too close up. Magnificent beech tree. It's been there for, well, ever since Mr. Oakley was here, probably. Okay, so that's the walk I intended, that's the route I intended to take, but I'm just wondering about this. Okay, maybe not. I could, it maybe just leads to the road. I don't like, well, the road, I don't think there's a footpath along the side of the road. So I'll just stick to my original plan. All those fantastic mature trees going up over 100 feet. All planted by that wealthy quarry owner, Mr. Oakley, back in Victorian times. Now that's the route, the footpath I intended coming down, but I missed the turning somewhere. Now that leads up to the Place halt as well, the railway halt. And there was always the possibility I could catch the train if there happened to be one coming back to Penrhyndeudraeth. It's probably, I don't know how much it costs. Not cheap, probably. Well, I could look into it, but I'll stick to my. That was a possibility. But I'll catch the bus back to Penrhyndeudraeth. Okay, I this track I'm on comes out here onto the lane, a lane that goes up to the big house, formerly Mr. Oakley's residence, Ffestiniog. I won't. You can just see a bit of it there. I won't go up. It's well worth visiting, but I'm not sure who owns it now. Okay, so I'm going to walk down here. Actually, this lay-by here is where I normally park. So that was an option, was to take the bus here, no, to drive here and walk back to Penrhyndeudraeth, and then catch the bus back here. That was going in the reverse direction. Yeah, okay, so yeah, another big tree there. I won't go up to the top, but it's a huge tree. And of course there are some, that road there, that track those people are on, that's a track that goes down to the gardens. I think they're probably still open. Okay, I've reached the end of this walk. There's the Oakley Arms ahead. I think that's the lodge there. They belong so to let people through to the big house in the good old days. £6 for a sponge cake and a proper cup of coffee. I'm inside the Oakley Arms. This was one of my grandfather's favourite pubs back around during the First World War. He used to come here a lot, and at one time he had a tussle with a member of the local constabulary, and the constable set about him with a truncheon. And back in those days, everything was done informally. He didn't formally charge a guy, he just whacked him with a truncheon. And but my grandfather, he kind of got his own back. He grabbed hold of the coppers. He pinched his helmet and hid it away somewhere, and the copper maybe got into trouble with his superiors. He couldn't account for a helmet. Yeah, but, they all knew one another in those days. The police knew it was Ffestiniog was a mining town. That's where my father worked the grandfather worked in the quarries. Yeah, okay, the Oakley Arms. I got the place to myself. Great. A really nice pub. The Oakley Arms. Okay, so I've got about 20 minutes wait now for the bus. That's of course if it's on time. Oakley Arms Hotel. There it is, a substantial pub. That's the Oakley Arms pub, not the building I pointed out a little bit earlier on. There's the bus stop over there.